pleasant welcome to the Liberia Television. J. Cashot is my name. Here where we discuss important issues on the real issues that is on to the Liberia Television. If you just join us, I'd like to say welcome to the program, The Real Issues, on the weekend edition of the program, The Real Issues. Real Issues is here every Monday to Friday where we discuss varieties of issues, issues that relating to Liberia, the development of our country, Mama Liberia, and we are here every Monday to Friday with a very sensitive information that always come on your screen, that always pop up on your screen. So those of you watching us today, I'd like to say welcome. If you're just joining us from the USA, from the diaspora, every part of the world, I'd like to say welcome. Good afternoon based upon your locality. Good morning based upon your locality as well. Good evening as well based upon your locality. And those of you watching us from across our country, I'd like to say good morning. Those of you watching us from the African country, good morning as well to our viewers and folks in Sierra Leone, Guinea, in Africa, across as well. I'd like to say good morning to the Liberia Television on the program The Real Issues. The Real Issues is here from every Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 10 o'clock. We bring you most important, informative programs here on your screen. So wheresoever you are, I'd like to say we're now going to acquaint you with programs and we have formulated for you for today's presentation on Today Liberia, the program Real Issues. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to acquaint you with programs that we have formulated here for you on our template.
By the Red Sea, you never reach the promised land. Do you know your Bible? Do you know your Bible story? Mr. David, I can go liar, the king of the Israelite.
Indeed, folks, I'd like to say welcome back. This is where we discuss varieties of issues that relating to our country, Mama Liberia, the development of our country, very informative to our audience as well. So those of you just joining us, welcome. We're going to be discussing this morning on the real issues on our Wednesday, our weekend edition. On our weekend edition, we're going to be discussing the roles, the importance of the media, the importance of our journalism, importance you do not overlook us. Why we're going to bring this first topic this morning is because people of our setting now in this country overlook the media. When they need the media, that's the only time. But on yesterday, the IG, the Inspector General of the Liberian National Police said if just one journalist, just one media person will hold a microphone in his hand and speak negative things about the country, their microphone is a very strong weapon that can destroy the country within a second. Because the media, if there will be peace in this country, the media will maintain the peace. The security, if the security personnel can say these things, that means the media is very important. But other people overlook the media. say this to say the witch hunt that went on yesterday in Kakata by the afternoon time, because of a leak audio. If you are doing good thing in your area, the leak there will be, if there were leak audio of promotion of your ministry, it could be a plus for the journalist that brought it out. But because it was something that went against you, then you decide to witch hunt the journalist. You decide to run after the journalist with an unknowing. You bring a car and an unknowing individual to hunt journalist Yaba Javes. I see to it that is very deplorable. I see to it that these things must stop. You cannot witch hunt any media personnel. You cannot. If you want the reporting to be done, do it. So you sit there, and when you are doing the reporting, you want us to bring it out. But when you are doing things that is not in the interest of our country, and we bring it out, you decide to hunt us. I see that as a very bad decision taken on your side. The health center in Kakata, Magibi County, as an affront to the media. You cannot stand the media. You cannot stand against the media in this country. If you decide to do so, if we go against you, you will definitely lose your job. I hope we can bring our Magibi County correspondent on, where he will speak to us about the incident that took place yesterday by the unknown guy who came after one of our journalist friends. A reporter who was just awarded from the American embassy, who put Magibi County on the map, Yaba Javes. But because it happened that way, then meaning you want to take away a life. I challenge any other health personnel in Magibi County across the country. This is our job, and we must do our job. You cannot do these things and go free. Or you feel because these things happen in the country and we say there was a foul play. This is a warning to that identical person, be it from the health center, or be it sending kidnappers to come and witch hunt, to come and go against journalist Yaba Jabe and his family. These things are not something worth for our country. You will need us when the time is there, or in terms of a positive result. That's the only time you need us as a media person. Today is journalist Yaba Jabe. Tomorrow it could be me. This is a fatality that we are running. So we will not sit there and see you misbehaving on one journalist. Then we let it go. So this has been something that drew my attention when I was going through. When I was going through my study last evening, and I saw that identical story popping up, and I was like, wow, what's going on? I thought of establishing contact with him, but I said no. With him, I said no. Let it go. I will see how best I can discuss the issues. Yaba Jabe is one of the investigative journalists of my Greek country, of our country as well. Yaba Jabe has been awarded. Just last week, Yaba Jabe was awarded from the American embassy, where they said because he did his investigation and flagged that story up, that brought to the attention of the American embassy and the American government. They said because the reasons is because the money that have been used at that identical health center is not only Liberia money. That means if our Liberia government money, you want to use it anyhow, you can use it. But users contributed to that money. The American government contributed to such money. Then you want to use it in town region. You say there's 114-year civil war though that fought in this country, and everything we just leave it on the civil war. We take our own Liberians brother, we give them the opportunity to serve. They will serve in a way that you will not even appreciate that. Which kind of country we in? The country where when we discussing the importance of the country, then you in the interest of us. But when we are against you as an individual, you are nobody in the interest of us. We will not accept this any longer. We deserve better as a media person. You cannot wish on Yawa Jave and his family, or because of his professionalism. We believe in our own mind these things is unacceptable. We do not see this coming, though. So those of you watching us, let's get the thumbs up to you there. Harris and Nathaniel is watching us from my GB Cutting Tree. Many thanks for watching us. Those of you watching us, we would like to say welcome for joining us on this premium platform to the Liberia Television. Yawa Jave is a journalist, and we don't expect you to wish on Yawa Jave. We don't expect you to be hunting Yawa Jave. So we're going to bring our Maggie County correspondent to bring out to speed what unfolded yesterday. Jefferson Gotham Weird is also watching us from NTA community. Many thanks. Keep watching us. Let's bring our Maggie County correspondent to bring out to speed what unfolded yesterday with one of our veteran journalists from Maggie County. Good morning. Welcome. Jogad, good morning, welcome.
Yes,
Jogad, are you there?
Good morning, Cassius. Hello, Cassius.
Jogad, you can adjust and then...
Jogad, I think you have to adjust your camera. Jogad have to adjust his camera and then get back to us. This is very important. We're going to be discussing it before we dive into. Today is a social discussion day, but this speed mean and we have important things in the country. If you want the country to be in peace, do not hunt a journalist. The Inspector General said the only people that can maintain the peace in this country with information are the journalists. Just imagine he outlined how key we are as a media person. Martin David Mason is watching us from Kakata, one of our regular followers from Kakata. Many thanks and keep watching us. This is our first segment discussion. We are discussing about the attitude of other unknowing guys who went yesterday at the premises of Yawa Jave, a Maggie renowned journalist of Front Page Africa, who went to search for him, who went after him because he did his fact finding, because he did a fact finding and brought a leak audio. You expect the ministry to be corrupt, the health center to be corrupt, and then we praise you? Or you want us to be a praising God? No, we are not in that position though. So we go against this thing totally. You want us to praise you, you want us to pour you in a light, but you don't want when you do a negative thing, you don't want us to speak about that. I believe in my own right man, these things are not good for our country. We're going to election. The Inspector General said it. Where the AG were there, the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia, Frank Musa Dean, the Councillor were there, and he heard that out of the security personnel head were there. We had immigration, we had DA, we had fire service, we had NSA, the Liberian National Police. Then they are all our boss, which is Attorney General Frank Musa Dean. The councillor he said were there. Listen.
So Joka is here?
Yeah, let's bring Joka back on the line. Let's bring Joka back on the line. So Prince Arad W. Weird is the bank. Prince Arad W. Ben is also watching us. Many thanks. Joka, are you there?
Yeah, Cash, I'm here.
Welcome, Joka, on the platform this morning on the real issues where we discuss issues that are affecting our country, Mama Liberia, and across as well. So, could you bring us to speed on what unfolded yesterday with one of our journalists, one of the veteran journalists of Maggie County?
Yeah, so thank you, Cassius. And firstly, let me say good morning to Liberians, both in Liberia and that of the diaspora. And I would like to say good morning to the people of Calcutta and the people of Mangibi. And like you said, according to report from Mangibi County, where Mangibi County has been under the spotlight for almost a week due to an alleged involvement of some of the officials at the level of the county health team. So since the February 2, 2023 edition of Front Page Africa report, wherein seven of our health care officials, especially those that work with the county health team, were actually being hot in a leaked audio discussing about how they would distribute an amount of 800, $1,003, a money that is being given by use it to support the issue about or some other health and complicated health problems in might give you like malaria, family planning, maternal, and newborn babies. So the guys actually decided to see that they can have that money distributed among themselves. Fortunately for us, that story actually came from one of our colleagues who is the correspondent for Front Page Africa in Mangibi, Yava Jave. So Yava Jave was the one who flagged the issues, and since then, officials or those that are alleged into this leaked audio have taken Yava Jave to be a threat to them, wherein on numerous occasions Yava continued to alert that his life has been threatened, including his family life has been threatened. There are own guys who are also sending him some text messages, threatening him as to telling him that he will actually receive the payback for what he got. So yesterday by the afternoon hour, while the journalist was sitting home, according to him, an unknown paper that had some implication bearing my giving country health team went to his residence with some unknown men, and they actually pointed fingers at him and saying that, oh, this is the journalist who did the story. So when he woke up to actually capture them to be able to identify them, it was how they pulled up with the jeep and they left. Since then, as we speak right now, Yaba Java is currently in Haiti because his life, according to him, is actually threatened.
Jogan. So
Yeah.
since then, where is Yaba Javid? Have you been able to establish contact with Yaba Javid?
So yesterday, by 11 o'clock in the evening, I spoke with Yava. So I run a morning talk show on one of the local radio stations in Mangibi Radio Joe Africa. So Yava actually consented to talk with me on the program this morning, but after a series of attempts, I called Yava over and over back to back. And unfortunately, I could not get hold of Yava. But after the entire show, reasoning just called me and told me that his phone was actually somewhere X. But as we speak, Yava is okay, but he is not totally okay because he is currently in Eza, some parts of somewhere around in Liberia. And he cannot actually get to his family, he cannot come to Calcutta, he cannot show his location because there are people who are going after him right now.
So now we have the Maigibi Journalist Association. That is Majar. Have there been any statement from Majar?
So yesterday, when this issue came out, the acting president of the Magibi Journalists Association, also raised up the issue, wherein he posted on his personal Facebook page, informing other journalists and the public that one of our members, who is Yaba Java of Front Page Africa, last is to be threatened according to Yaba. There are people who are chasing after him. So since then, since the publication, there has not been any common gathering by those journalists as to me the whereabouts of Yaba Javi. So as we speak, the coordinator of the press union in Mangibi, Mr. Patrick
So
Siamkoli, also
the young journalists as well. The
informed
young journalists.
the
We
president.
got Joga. You are one of the head of the Young Journalists Association.
Yeah.
Eh?
So
Yeah,
we
you
also
one of
have
the.
two journalists associations. And one is legal last and another one is actually working. Like the Mangipi Young Journalists Association is a registered a Nicholas journalist institution that has her own article incorporation in business registry. So since that, because what has happened is that officials and other members of the Miami Journalists Association, especially Young Journalists Association, have not really been able to come up with a press statement or to actually come up with any statement. But we are anticipating by the evening hour we'll have